But let's hop in to the best bets. As always, we start with Nolan's. Just to recap on the season, Nolan 16-11, myself 18-8-1. So again, 2 games separating us. You could always get back in there and get a lead on me.
All right, dude. This week is gonna be tough. However, I'm going to roll with I think the Cowboys 17. It sounds very nasty. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I'm rooting for them to cover, but we just talked about it. I really think, I think they cover that. I think it was 20 or so or 21. I'd be a little worrisome, but I think they can do it. So I'm going to take Cowboys minus 17. Kind of wild. I'm saying this in NFL best bets, but hey, here we are. Next, I got Buffalo minus 7.5. We just talked about them. It's Monday night. It's prime time. They just had a bad loss against the Bengals. They have to win this game. They're at home. I think they win. This Broncos team, yeah, they've been winning somewhat, but I don't know if I think they're for real yet, ready to take that next leap. So I'm going to take Buffalo minus 7.5. And I'm between 2 games for my third bet, but I'm going to roll with, let's roll with, I'm going to take the Seahawks minus 6.5. I think that they cover, they got destroyed against Baltimore last week. They're at home. Seattle is tough, and Washington has been playing better recently. But I think that their train stops rolling. And Seattle kind of stops them in the tracks, and they get the dub and cover 6.5.
What was the other game? Like that won't be on your best bets record, but so we could look back on it.
It was the Raiders.
So okay, all right. So it was Raiders, just basically money line or Seahawks minus 6.5. Got you. All right. So we don't have any of the same picks this week. We will go head to head in a game again. So I alluded to it earlier. I'm taking Jacksonville +3. I think I'm getting the better football team at home, and I'm getting a field goal. That's an easy buy for me. Even if they lose this game, I don't envision it being by more than 3 points. I think at worst I get a push here, but Trevor Lawrence is miles ahead of Brock Purdy. I get the better quarterback. I get the better team. They've been forcing turnovers. I do think that Brock Purdy gets picked off once or twice in this game. And in a game of 2 really solid teams, it's about ball control. And while the San Francisco defense is good, I think there's some learning curves that'll come with Chase Young and Nick Bosa out there on that Niners defense. It's a lot of talent, but we've seen in all sports before, you put a lot of talent together. Sometimes it's figuring out who's what doing where. So I'm going to take Jacksonville +3 there. This one is going to come back to bite me. I swore them off, but I'm taking the Chargers +3, man. I know it's gross, but I think they got some momentum on their side. Like I said, every test that we've seen the Lions face, they haven't covered this. Even when they beat Kansas City, it was by 1. I get a team at home +3 points, the better quarterback in Justin Herbert. One of those two is bound to hit, right? That's my logic there. One of those two is bound to hit. And then the last bet on my best bets, we're going head-to-head on Monday Night Football. I'm taking Denver +7.5. I don't think Denver wins the game, but I'm not trusting Buffalo to beat any team right now by more than a touchdown. Even the Buccaneers backdoor covered and got lost only by 6 in Buffalo. Denver on a bye, a lot of preparation for this. They'll be going into this knowing if we win this game, we're right back in the mix. So they'll be motivated all the way through. At the end of the game, there's not going to be any giving up from them. So I like Denver to at least cover in this game. And yeah, to recap my best bets here, I got Jacksonville +3, the Chargers +3, and Denver +7.5. So 3 underdogs for your boy this week. Nolan's got Cowboys -17. He's got Seahawks -6.5 and Buffalo -7.5. So you went all favorites.